Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Knights of the Fallen Empire Jedi Knight Edition. Now, if you're looking for good deals on games, there's a weekly sale currently going on at g2a.com, and you can find the link in the description. So, when we left off, we had just arrived here. After fighting a Valkorian, we are now in an alternate sort of area. I actually don't know what to call it. I was going to say dimension, but I don't think it is. Don't think it is at all. We've been transported somewhere, though. Let's examine this armor. Okay. This type of armor is often worn by a Jedi. Okay. Is there anything else in here that I missed? I don't think so. Okay, that's good. So, is there anything over here? Ah, there is something up here. Okay, where are we? Ah, all recently used travel coordinates have been erased. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's cool. The hollow image of a young teenager rests in the center of this locket. He reminds you of Theron Shan. Ah, okay. Oh, I think we know who this is, don't we? I think we do. I think we know whose ship this is, I suppose you could say. Combat techniques of a Jedi Battlemaster. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is... Well, these are the belongings of Satele Shan. I think so, at least. Collection of information on the culture of Zakul.
A long time ago, the Razor was the place to be. Now, I'd rather be back in the swamp.
Okay, thank you. You'd rather be back in the swamp, would you? Would you really, though? Okay. Tython Training Grounds, techniques to achieve Jedi Enlightenment. I would have thought that she already has that. Okay. Studies of the Force, you cannot reach it. Can we? Ah, use the Force to read it, then. Yes, there we go. We just use the Force to read it, I suppose. This device appears to be under construction, however, it seems to have limited functionality. Ah, there we go.
Jedi and Sith archive their knowledge in holocrons. These legacies preserve the wisdom of great minds. The focus was often on exploring mysteries of the Force, not the practical matters of government. After all, Jedi do not seek to lead, and it is in the nature of Sith to force their wills upon others. But a few sought to understand what it truly means to lead a civilization. These are their teachings.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's basically a holocron, I would assume. That is a holocron of Satele Shan talking about the Sith-Jedi divide, I suppose. Exercises in harnessing Sith power, Korriban training facility. Okay, well, as you can see, there's a bunch of little holograms on there. And we can technically run over here now. What is this? A serene place for meditation. Let's meditate. Why not? I think that sounds like a rather relaxing idea. Meditating here has given you insight into the wildlife of this planet. Ah, well, that would explain this ability then, wouldn't it? Tame creature. Let's go over here and tame this young Sleen. Because, well, we need all the help we can get, don't we? Let us just beckon it to us. There we go. And bring out my lightsaber for no reason. Good idea. What's this? Ah, these heavy logs were... You managed to lift the log using the Force. Oh, that is cool. Okay. Well, that is actually pretty cool. Wow. Okay, so yes, these heavy logs were clearly cut from the surrounding forest, but there are no drag marks to show how they could have been brought to camp. The precision and scorched edges of the cuts suggest a laser or plasma tool was used to fell them. Or a lightsaber, of course. So, we are going to... we're going to move over here, I expect. Satele Shan. Ah, maybe... I think is that an ancestor of Satele? Perhaps? Yes, maybe. This pot smells of root leaf stew, a dish commonly served on Tython. Oh, we actually tasted that apparently. A journal of day-to-day highlights since the author arrived on Odessen. There is no name or signature included. And information and lore about the Knights of Zakul. Someone's been doing their homework then. These parts appear to belong to a lightsaber. They don't seem to be functional. Talk to the owner of the camp, who is down here. Ah, yeah, it is Satele. Oh, hello there. It's been a while since we've seen her, isn't it? Okay, this is going to be a rather splendid reunion.
I've waited for you a long time. Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satil Shan. When Valkorion told me to finish my training, he meant with you?
You're asking the wrong person. Yes, I'm going to offer a meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
I was brought here against my will. People are counting on me for help. I have to go.
People are always counting on you. They won't stop just because you aren't there. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
This camp isn't new. You've been on Odessen for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Arkan, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
You went underground to regroup. But how did you know I'd come here too?
Our journey here wasn't about you. Not originally. We sensed your awakening on Zakul. Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you. We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
You're saying it was pure chance that you found me out there?
Of course not. There are unseen influences working through me. Valkorion, and especially you. Valkorion strengthened your bond to the Force. You may be the greatest of us all, but your old training couldn't prepare you for what's to come. You have much to learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them.
Oh, okay, so now this is one of those times when I'm going to have to light beacons, because lighting beacons is definitely the path to enlightenment. Of course it is. Okay, so after fighting through a bunch of shade enemies and shade stalkers and things like that, we have reached the final beacon, and let us light it. And now all we have to do is speak to Satil Shan, who is just down here. Hopefully she'll let us know where to go after that. I'm sure she will, and maybe we'll become even more powerful than you could never imagine, and so on and so forth, yes.
On Odessen, light and dark exist in perfect balance, forming a nexus in the Force. There is another world like it, Zakul. Arkan and his knights learned to use the Force in a different way from Jedi and Sith. It's why we couldn't truly defeat them.
What makes Arkan and his followers so different from Jedi or Sith?
Jedi approach the Force as a companion, and Sith try to enslave it. But Arkan's knights believe the Force is their reward for serving an ideal. They swear their lives to the Eternal Emperor. The more they honor his commandments, the greater their power. The knights obey their master without question, sacrificing everything for his triumph. Devotion makes them strong. You must become stronger.
Master Satil, that goes against everything you ever taught me. It's the kind of thing Valkorion would say.
We are nothing like that man.
Darth Mar.
Valkorion destroyed my flesh, but not my reason for being.
Is defeating your old master so important that you refuse to die?
I have no use for vengeance. My goal remains the same. Defend the Empire. After my defeat, I sought an ally to make things right again. But only one in all the galaxy was my equal. We met on this world. We argued, explored, and found an understanding. We now pass that knowledge to you.
If Jedi and Sith have found a way to work together, I want to know how.
No one is more surprised than I am to be here in this moment. But I trust the will of the Force.
We do not offer empty platitudes. We do not promise easy victory.
All we ask is that you listen with an open mind and learn from our failures.
To forge the future, you must first break with the past. Victory over Arkham requires new perspectives and new weapons.
Follow the will of the Force into the wilderness beyond this camp. Find what we left for you and meet us in the cave.
Okay, so quick question. Why do I need to find the items? I mean, I've already fought Valkorion, technically.
Conquered through passion or righteousness. He has emptied himself of weaknesses, like sentiment and morality.
So it's kind of a little bit irritating to be like, oh, okay, so now you have to go throughout the wilderness and fight random things. Which is fine. I mean, yes, okay, I don't particularly think I need to prove myself any further than I already have, and I don't think fighting these things makes me stronger in any respect, but I suppose it gives Darth Maul and Satele a time to give us their advice, shall we say. So, I guess I'll be finding the secret items, and I'll see you a little bit closer towards the end destination. Okay, so we have finally reached the Dark Cave. I have collected all of the secret items, and we're now going to be heading inside and seeing what happens. Obviously, we are going to be meeting with Satele and Darth Maul, but may the Force... Okay, may the Force be with you, says Zaylen. So apparently that's what he wants everyone to know. May the Force be with you. Yep, because apparently he was saying goodbye to his little pet. So that's pretty amusing. But yes, we are now going to go in and meet with Satele and Darth Maul and see what they have to say for themselves. I can assume that because I've already played this, of course, but I can also assume because of the items that we have gathered, we are going to be constructing something. What is it though? Oh yes, we're going to find out.
Tick tock, tick tock. Tick-tock. Tell me, do you believe in the future?
I believe in this.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna start off like that, are we? Okay, apparently we are. Okay, so let's see what we can do about avoiding all of the attacks that she has. It's never going to happen, because apparently, yeah, things. But as we've seen previously with Valkorion's fight, Zaylen doesn't actually have the best damage, which is kind of sad, I gotta say, because usual units, like regular units and strong units and things like that, he actually kills them pretty fast. But the problem with bosses is that we really don't have the greatest single target damage at all. I mean, literally, I'm taking no damage from her at all. I mean, obviously I'm using a healing ability and I am reducing damage taken, but again, the damage that we're able to do is very, very low. So I guess I'm just gonna fight her and we'll see each other again when Valen is a little bit lower in HP. Okay, so I think we're getting close to taking her down, but obviously, as you can see, she has a rather irritating maneuver where she stuns us and shocks us, and, well, you can hear Zaylen's screams, which is kind of amusing in one way or another, because, of course, I mean, look at his HP right now. His HP is nowhere near the threshold for screaming, in my opinion, so, yeah, that's kind of amusing. Now, of course, without the healing and the damage reduction and things, this is what my HP looks like. It doesn't actually go down that much more. I mean, yes, okay, she can deal damage to us. I mean, look at the damage she's dealing, though. It's literally, I don't even know, 1% per tick of her ability? I don't even know, but yeah, it's kind of impressive how much damage Zaylen can actually take. It must be just that thick skull of his, yes. That thick skull of his taking so much damage there, but... Yep, we're almost done. And I don't think we actually have to get her to die, do we? Do we actually have to kill her? Ah, I think we actually do have to kill her. It's been a while since I've actually played this chapter, so do forgive my somewhat lacking knowledge about this particular chapter, but anyway, we are going to be defeating her very, very soon. She does have 315,000 HP, which is kind of a lot for, well, a Jedi Guardian to do without anything. I mean, obviously, this is the reason why I play with a DPS companion, because of course a DPS companion is going to make things a whole lot simpler and a whole lot quicker. That is for sure. So let's finish with a nice blade dance.
I fought Arkin's sister. Phelan was right here.
No, that was merely a warning, a vision. A bond to the Force as intense as yours brings with it powerful insight.
Heed what you saw. Behind Arkin stands Phelan, and behind her, many others. They will all try to stop you. The weapon you wield was built for a different war, a different enemy. It no longer serves you. It must change, as you have.
You want me to build a new lightsaber?
You will create a pure extension of the Force's will. One you alone control. With it, you can unite 1,000 stars.
We offer to add our strength to yours, but you must be the guiding hand. Focus the power and decide what form it takes.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so let us begin. Use the weapon forge in the dark cave. Well, it's right down here, isn't it? It looks like a huge magnet.
There's no defeat I can't overcome. It's done.
That blade is part of you now. The next time you face Arkin in battle, he will not be ready for you.
But violence can only destroy. It doesn't inspire others to greatness, and it can never rebuild. Only a leader can do that.
I once thought it enough to be the unstoppable force between my people and the enemy. I faced Valkorion and refused to bend. That choice broke me, and doomed the worlds I sought to defend.
I sent Jedi to fight an enemy I didn't understand, because I believed in the justness of my cause. Those deaths still haunt me. We know what it means to fail those who counted on us. We would spare you that pain.
It's better for me to learn from your mistakes than repeat them.
Your brief time as the Supreme Commander of Jedi forces on Corellia tested you, and exposed your limitations.
Leading this alliance is unlike anything you have done before. Directing the war effort is a mere fraction of the burden you must bear.
You must not only know when to fight, but when to retreat, or even to make peace with your foe. There is an oasis not far from this cave. Your final lesson waits there.
Final lesson, huh? Okay, so we will be doing that, but in the next episode, let us select one reward. What are we going to be taking here? I'm going to be taking the defense. I feel like defense is a lot better for us right now, but we're going to be taking that. There we go. Thank you for the new lightsaber. And we'll take a look at that in the next episode as well. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.